I came across Central Point Partners through a military spouses group on Facebook, actually. I had recently found out that my remote position with the university was being eliminated, so I was in the job market again. I was going through that process of applying to countless HR and recruiting roles, most remote, because I knew that, again, after 3 years of relocating, we would probably be relocating again, and I was trying to stay in the remote workplace. And I just felt like my resume was getting lost. The job market is so saturated right now. There are so many applicants that even with over 10 years of recruiting experience and an MBA degree, I didn't even feel competitive, and I was really starting to get discouraged. On top of everything, we were in the middle of moving from overseas, getting ready to drive our dogs across the country to California from Florida, and trying to find a job. Well, then one day there was a post on the Career Military Spouses Facebook page from Central Point Partners saying that they were hiring a remote recruiter. I'd never heard of the company before, but remote recruiting, 2 of the keywords I was looking for, but I didn't even see the post. A friend of mine saw it, tagged me in it, and as soon as I saw it, I emailed my resume to the email they provided. I heard back within only a few minutes saying that they wanted a phone call, do a quick pre-screen, and that happened, and the rest is history. The onboarding process at Central Point Partners was seamless. And to say it was seamless is a pretty big deal, because in the midst of onboarding, I was also relocating back from Japan. I went to Florida to see my family, finished out my remote position that was being eliminated at the university, getting ready to drive our 2 dogs across the country, and all while living out of a suitcase. And Central Point was completely on board with all of the craziness that was happening in my life at the time, and they just kept the entire process so seamless. Meanwhile, telling me that I was so important to them, and they were having so much patience with me, and that they were there for me if I needed anything while I was driving across the country. They went above and beyond, and I hadn't even started my first day yet. The training process, completely the same. Even though I had over 10 years of recruiting experience, I thought maybe I would be able to step into this a little bit seamlessly, but it is a different type of recruiting than I had done in the past, which did make me really excited, but I did need to get up to speed on how CPP does things and how I was going to be successful in the company and really look for the candidates that they wanted for their clients. Since joining Central Point Partners, my life has been impacted by the realization that I finally found a company that I feel like I'm on the same page with. When I get in with a company, I really want to dedicate myself to them. I want to put roots down. I want to learn my job inside and out. I want to be an expert in it. And I want to grow with the company. And I feel like Central Point is on the exact same page. They look at me as a military spouse through multiple PCSs that could be coming up, possibility of living overseas again, all the uncertainty that comes with being a military spouse, and they look past all of it. They look at me and they look at my talents, and that's what matters to them the most. My favorite part about being part of the Central Point team, first and foremost, the people. I cannot say enough about the CPP family. They're small, yet mighty. They've taken me in, and even though it sounds cliche, I really do feel like I've known them forever, even though I've actually never met them in person. I feel like I go to work every day with my very best girlfriends. They're strong, they're supportive, they're so smart, and they are steadfast. They drive me to do better. They help me and encourage me through my little newbie doubts that I have sometimes, and they cheer me on with every single victory, no matter how small. Another favorite part about being part of the CPP team is our CEO, Pam, because not only is she running a fantastic company, but she is determined to help military spouses and veterans. She identified a need, she found a solution, and she is determined to make Operation Mobile Spouses a blazing success. I feel incredibly grateful that Pam is allowing me to be part of her vision for this initiative, and I feel that she is really empowering me to help other military spouses find the careers that they're looking for. I found this career because of our military spouse community, and they are the most deserving community, and I get to give back to them on top of doing my job, which is something I love every day. I get to mix passion on top of passion. My long-term business goals are pretty simple. I just want to love what I do. I want to grow and flourish in my career. I want to help other military spouses find their passions, and I want to take on more responsibilities as my career progresses. I anticipate that Central Point will help me achieve my long-term goals simply by being the type of company that they are. We are a mostly remote company, while we do have a few that work in the office, But if you look at the remote employees that already work for Central Point, they have already progressed into VP roles, president roles, and being remote hasn't held them back at all. Central Point has recognized them, has recognized their talents, and has honed in on them and helped them to make their career grow. So this might be a small company, but the opportunities I really feel like are endless. And I know that CPP will look at my talents and figure out how I can help the company, how my career can grow with the company, and help me achieve our goals together.